Bit of a disappointing game for me. We're pretty good overall, but still, once again, just a few of the things that all year round have been problems for us. A bit loose in the back line, delivering to the forward line at times. We still had 26 scoring shots, so it's not all doom and gloom. Missed a few goals we probably could have kicked. You know, Bo McCreary, 1-4, so he's gone from what could have been an amazing game to he did some good things but couldn't finish it. Ginnivan again, good, 3 goals, but yeah, just sort of even towards the end of the game, a little bit too little, too late. We left our run a little bit late. Really went into halftime with poor momentum, and for me, yeah, the really big thing, obviously, defensively, we weren't there today. I know Darcy Moore's got a lot of criticism, but I think as a unit, it's been a problem all year now where we're sort of playing a bit too loose, especially on key forwards, and we're getting rolled over the top of a bit too easy coming out of our own forward 50. Once again, didn't really fight even in the ruck. I like Darcy Cameron's work around the ground, really good game, but 14 hit-outs really isn't enough of a contribution. I like Begg. I think he shows some good signs, but he's not a ruckman. He's a tall forward. He's shorter than Darcy Moore, so he's really not a ruckman. He can pinch hit a bit, but the premise of that is you need a dominant all-day ruckman with Begg coming in for a little bit. But overall, disappointing we lost. Still signs there that we're in the right track and the game plan is working. We took the game on with handballs in that last quarter and really run really well and run the game out well.
It wasn't the result we wanted. Bit of a reality check, really. We're outplayed, out-pressured. A few positives in the game. I like that they fought it out, sort of kept playing with confidence all through the game, I thought. Created quite a few chances in that third quarter, couldn't convert. So Darcy Moore obviously didn't have his best game, really sort of outplayed, particularly in the first half. So 5 goals by Lynch to half-time. That was pretty much the difference.
Western Bulldogs Friday night. News is obviously Jack Ginnivan's out with illness. Trent Bianco has been omitted. Jack Madgen back in and Caleb Poulter back in. 2 pretty good ins, I think. Madgen will help shore up that defensive again. And Caleb Poulter showed really great signs last year, and it's been odd to sort of not see him in the seniors so far this year. So I'm really looking forward to what he has. A lot of people were calling for Mason Cox. I think this is probably still a good game to keep him out. We don't necessarily need that tall of a forward line. The Dogs don't have a very big, tall back line, so that's not going to be a big issue, I don't think. Obviously, the key on that is we need the small forward sort of firing. So someone needs to take Jack Ginnivan's spot, whether it be Bo McCreary or someone else. Someone needs to step into that role, score a few goals, a few opportunistic goals, get that feeling amongst the players. On Cox, I think night football with his glasses, it seems to be a struggle for him, so I don't mind them holding him out this game. I don't know. We'll see how Begg goes this week. I think he'll have a pretty good game this week. Once again, he moves around the ground well, and I like what he brings to the table. And the thing we've got to remember is he's 2 games into an AFL career, so it's one of those things. It's going to take time. The more time we give him, the better off I think we are in the long run. I'm looking forward to seeing Darcy Cameron in the ruck, seeing what he can do again. I think, once again, the big thing for us is we need to sort of slow them down a bit in the midfield. We can't just sort of let them free run with the ball into the forward line. Otherwise, once again, the back line are already on the back foot. So key for me for this game is defensive pressure from the midfield. I think if we get that right, we're pretty good. Our attacking game style has shown time and time again it works. We just need to tidy up a few of those things in the defensive mindset, and I think we should have them. My prediction is still Pies by 20 points, and hopefully that comes true.
Good news there, the inclusion of Poulter there. So I was a bit worried that we are going to be outmatched with the number of mullets. Too many mullets in the Bulldogs. The wonderful mane of Bailey Smith and Aaron Norton. So to bring Poulter in to even up the mullet stakes a bit should help us in the game. Patchy again, their form outclassed by Port last week over there. We've got Bontempelli back to look forward to. Apparently 5 signing off the Collingwood game for his return as well. So that's great news. Thank you. And Levi Casbolt at the Suns got revenge on his old club. So hopefully Paddy can as well. It's obviously really strong midfield. So it's going to be key if we can sort of nullify that influence. Okay, so the other big Collingwood story was Hiridia Lumumba and the reveal of the secret tapes with Nathan Buckley. So, concerns about how legal that is to be recording someone without their permission is, to my understanding, is illegal, and he could face some legal consequences for that. Probably got a different take on the whole Hiridia Lumumba than most people. I tend to have a bit of trust in Hiridia that he is motivated for the right reasons. I think he is focused on fixing the club moving forward.
Okay, so for Huddo's history, this week I wanted to touch on the Robert Rose Cup. Some younger viewers, listeners may not know who Robert Rose is. Obviously, the son of former Collingwood great Bob Rose. Robert Rose actually played for Collingwood himself in the 70s, played 16 games for the club, yet couldn't quite make it as a player for the club, and did transfer to the Western Bulldogs, and was on their playing list, obviously, when he had his vehicle accident and became a quadriplegic. Another fact with Robert Rose is he played cricket for Victoria. So he played 19 first-class games and scored 988 runs, which was something I didn't know myself. So it was a good one when researching about him to see that as well. One of them true two-sport athletes. The Robert Rose Cup, named after Robert Rose. And hopefully Collingwood can bring it back home to the Lexus Centre or whatever we call it this day and age. And let it have it sitting in our headquarters for a while.